Welcome back from the break, everybody. If you're just joining us, our heroes are about to die.
Yeah.
They've been ambushed and betrayed by members of their own apartment complex, members of their own community. And out in the streets, Oro and Jim Fingers are being betrayed by Royal, the badass solo who kept their building safe until now. And it is Royal's turn, and he's just looking for optimal distance right now.
Of course he is, because he's an asshole.
Yeah, you know, he's a highly trained professional. It's what he does. It's his whole thing, you know?
True.
So he's just going to move out to, let's see, what would optimal be for an assault rifle? Oh, we're going to go 26 meters. I don't know if he can get that far yet.
His movement speed seems to be very large compared to mine.
Yeah, that's because he didn't put all of his points into, you know, talking.
That's true. That's true.
Because we didn't know we were going to be fighting.
I'm quite clunky.
Oh, I know you didn't know that. I know you didn't plan that, but here's the thing. The world does not care. The world of Cyberpunk does not care.
True.
So, I don't expect it to just be constant gunfights the entire time, but, you know, sometimes be like that. All right, he got Oro to ideal distance, and he's gonna open fire. His assault
come on,
rifle.
Come
on, survive, Oro.
How many turns does he have?
Well,
He moves
like,
6 squares, and he can attack.
You son of a. All right, whatever.
And here
did you
we-
tell Oro how much damage an assault rifle can do compared to his health?
I figured I'd show him instead. He fires. Oh no, that's the damage. Sorry, that's the damage roll. My bad. He fires.
Oh,
Wait, did he just crit?
So
Crit?
let's talk about critical hits in Cyberpunk Red. When you roll,
Stop making your new character, Alex.
hold on. It's not as bad as it sounds. A crit does not multiply damage. A crit on a skill check does not multiply damage. It lets you roll. Behind the scenes, what we're doing is we're rolling 1d10 plus your skill and your stat. If you roll a natural 10, you roll another d10 on top of it. And so you can get an even higher result. That does not a critical damage make. Critical damage occurs when 2 or more damage dice come up as a 6.
Right. So the crit is based on the damage dice. That's different to D&D.
Yeah. And furthermore, crits do all sorts of fun stuff. They don't just do extra damage.
Blow your head off.
Yeah, like you wonder why so many people have cybernetics in this world. It's because of the critical hit tables. Okay, Alex, what's the armor value you've got?
20 on the helmet, 6 on the body.
6 on the body. Okay, well that blows through your Kevlar. You take 11 points of damage. And your Kevlar is reduced in efficiency by 1.
Whoa.
So wait, so Kevlar's 5 now instead of 6.
You take 11 points of damage.
Yo,
I would have loved to get you out of there, but these people mean business, Oro.
All right. So go ahead and take that 11, and I believe you're below half health now.
yeah, I am.
Okay, you are
Well,
seriously
I'm at 15.
wounded.
I'm at 15.
Oh, you're at 15.
I'm at 15.
Okay. If you take 1 more point of damage, you will be seriously wounded. Which means that you're going to have penalties on your actions. But not yet. That doesn't happen yet. All right, Oro. You're up. And here's what you need to know. First off, obviously this is not a good situation. Second off, whereas Royal is wearing badass heavy armor jacket, the security guard is just wearing Kevlar. The private security is just wearing Kevlar armor.
Yeah. Well,
So, he's a far more vulnerable target.
that's a wonderful thing to know. But unfortunately, I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna go and hightail it over to Jim. So can I go here?
What is your movement score? It
It's
is
4.
4. So you can go 4 squares. So you can go There, if you roll athletics, or there, and this is sort of splitting the difference. So I'll let you take cover like crouched there if you want, and you'll be taking cover behind the concrete. But obviously that won't be any good against people who are like, if this guy walks up, he'll be able to shoot at you.
And what is over in this area over here?
That is
like
an old industrial building.
Is there a door anywhere?
There is. It's boarded up. Could try to break it down.
Where is that door at?
Let's say there's a door right under this awning right here.
What if I run?
If you run, you can move up to 8 squares.
But if I go here, I will be covered by this, but this guy could still hit us.
Right.
This, the security guard could still hit us.
Yeah, he could still hit you. So if you moved here, you'd have cover from Royal, and he's pretty far away from you, so he'd have to move pretty, he'd have to walk all the way back if you wanted to have a clean shot at you. This guy would immediately become a problem. You can also shoot whenever you want during your movement. So right now you are at 12 meters, which is it's not any further, and it'll be a harder shot with a pistol. You could take a shot at him, or you could take a shot at Royal. To hit Royal, that'd be a 25 to hit. Yeah, it'd be real hard. So you could take a shot at this goon, and then you could take cover if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll take a shot at the goon and then cover.
Roll marksmanship. Roll handguns. You need to get higher than 15. That's another thing. In combat, it's not meet or beat like in Dungeons and Dragons. In the case of a tie, the defender wins. So you need to beat a 15 with your handgun skill. 15.
Oh, please, God.
Nice.
19. All right. The gun barks out in the night. Roll for your pistol damage.
And pistol damage, 9.
Wow, really low roll.
Atrocious roll.
Abysmal. Not good. All right. 2 points of that go through his armor, which is now ablated down to 6. Go ahead and move yourself into cover.
Oh, yay.
Wow, the armor mechanic is actually so cool.
So I'm
because
fine
every
here,
time you take more damage because it's weaker. That's such a good idea.
All right.
Right where I am is okay?
Yeah, and you're like hunched down because you're not all the way down this slope, so you're hunched down with Jim to avoid the spray of machine gun fire from Royal's gun. Okay. Next up, Mr. Fingers. What would you like to do?
How far up the ramp would I have to go in order to get a good shot onto the goon? Because presumably the higher up I get, I would actually like pop up over the cover, be able to take a shot and go back down.
Yeah,
that's my intention here.
If you moved up to here, like past this line, you'd have a good shot. Otherwise, you'd have an
but then I am quite far away, aren't I?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I'm shooting 18 meters. That's kind of wild.
That's academic because the bracket, like the range bracket, is 13 to 25.
Oh, okay. All right. But I'd still have to beat a 25 score with my attack.
You'd have to beat a 20. You'd have to beat a 20 to hit him.
All right, which is difficult, but not crazy. I feel like I'm kind of within. What am I looking at inside the garage down the ramp?
It's been abandoned for a long time. The gate is down. There's some sort of a security panel next to it, but it's definitely turned off at this point. So we'd be talking some sort of like, and there's a lock. There's a padlock.
I don't really have anything to be able to break a padlock or hack into it. I'm not particularly proficient in that. So I think we're looking at this door as a get out. I mean, it's either that or make a break for the apartment, but it's so far and it's such open ground.
You'd get a lot of shots on you.
It certainly would. So I think we're going to be looking at getting into a more defensible location. How far away am I from this door? I'm 6 squares away. So I would have to run in order to get there, and I wouldn't be able to take the action to knock the door down until next time, right?
Yeah, it'd put you in a dicey spot.
Are we assuming that these concrete barriers are mirrored on the other side underneath the awning? So I could duck behind one under an awning?
Yeah, so I think if you use your action to run, you could get behind one of the concrete pylons.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna duck behind one of the concrete pylons, and I'm gonna tell Oro to do the same thing and tell him that we're going for this door.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout to him. I'm gonna open this door. Hide here and then come in when I've got it broken open.
Do you have a band-aid?
I don't have any healing skills, man.
The surgeon.
I'm not a healer.
Yeah, you left the healer somewhere else.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
This is a good strategy because you guys did not optimize for combat. And again, combat will come to you in this world, but this is a better part of Valor.
I also need short range fights for my handgun, so I need some kind of cover, or like at least if they come into the building again, we can set some kind of trap for them.
Right, man.
You just wouldn't take the fight out in the world.
When I play this damn game, I'm totally gonna be making some badass fighting character. Fuck this.
If Oro dies, you're gonna come back as this like cyborg, just with Metal Gear and.
I'm literally going to be Metal Gear Rex. People don't think if it's the case. I will do that.
Oh.
I regret going with Josh.
Yeah.
Well, I will also say Royal tried to persuade certain groups to stick together. So wanted you folks out in the open. Okay.
Does make sense.
The Militech goon is, let's check our distance here. He's got an assault rifle and he's itching to use it. You're behind cover. You're behind, all right, here at 28 meters. Oh yeah, perfect.
Shit.
Gonna open fire on you, but you are behind cover.
What does cover do?
It dies so you don't have to.
Oh. So it's like armor, essentially.
Exactly. Okay. So he's gonna fire and he's just gonna unload on your cover. He deals 20 points of damage to it. We're gonna call this a...
Oh, there's different health stats for pieces of cover.
Yeah.
So like he's shredding through the concrete right now.
The concrete
it's not gonna be effective cover.
5 hit points left.
Oh lordy.
Just concrete dust goes up everywhere as he just and he's going to move himself behind this little thin, pillar here. It's not great cover. It's thin metal cover. You have thick concrete cover right now. You have 5 hit points of thick concrete cover.
Yeah, not much.
Actually, hold on.
How many C's though?
I just reread this. He does have to roll to hit it first. Now you're at optimal range, and he does hit it. All right, so all that still happens is your cover's getting blasted apart. Meanwhile,
must be nice to have cover
inside the apartment.
You've got some.
God, the apartment.
Inside the apartment, Natalie, it's your turn. You are on the second floor. I don't have a separate map for the second floor, so we'll just use our imaginations.
Just based on being a resident of this building for the last couple of years, what do I know is on the other floors, like in general?
It's pretty much just all rooms, aside from there's probably a maintenance closet somewhere. You've got the garage down in the basement, and then you can go all the way up to the roof, like I said.
Okay. I want to take... When I hit the second floor, I'd like to just, peep it out the door. And see if there's any sort of action, anyone stomping around, anyone doing, a sweep of that floor.
No, it seems real quiet. Most of the residents have probably gone into hiding when everything started getting jammed because they anticipated trouble of some kind. All quiet everywhere else.
Okay, I'm actually going to continue as far as I can back down towards the garage, where I have a vehicle, actually, correct?
Let's see. Is there one on your character sheet? Yeah, actually, you do. You do have a vehicle.
I have a city car.
Okay, so, and your movement speed is 5?
Yes.
So, you can go down to the first floor from the second.
And that is where I am.
All right.
The first floor is not the garage, right?
Correct.
That's going to be 0 or something.
Yep. So you're on floor 1, just hustling.
Just
Okay.
wishing you so much luck, Jerix.
I really do. I need somebody to warn me of Gina, but I mean, because if she follows me, Jerex doesn't know.
All right. The private security goon who's being choked out, he can start, like, he was trying to shoot you at first, but now he can feel,
Yeah.
roll an opposed athletics check.
All right, you go first.
You go first, as if that's going to affect the odds.
16. All right. He uses his action to break the grapple. Unfortunately for him, the elevator has already closed and is on the way up. So the two of you are sharing your own private pain dimension. So he's stuck in here with the cyborg. He used his action. He can't go anywhere.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Kill him.
Okay.
Kill him, you say.
Punch him in the dick.
Yeah, I was going to try and actually talk it out, but no, after you said that, you convinced me.
You did try and talk it out at the beginning.
I tried to deceive him.
Okay. Let's see who's faster between the two of you, shall we?
The trained
like-
military professional.
Gina is faster. Natalie,
Sorry.
you hear footsteps a couple floors above you. She is coming after you.
Isn't she blind? I'm pretty sure she's blind.
Not to be ageist, but elderly.
She's real spry, actually.
I'm fueled by fear.
Gina has a past she has not shared with you.
Apparently,
there's
it's like
a-
a bastard.
There's a story of where those animals came from.
Oh man, dude.
When I hear her feet on the
Mhm.
stairwell, I am that much more terrified. It's like one of those like I redouble as much as I can in the mechanics of the game. Down to the basement stairs. Is this my entire turn again?
No, it's
Okay.
not actually your turn yet. It's her turn, and I'm narrating the fact that you hear her. We're gonna come back to you in a bit. First
Okay,
off,
my heart, not my feet then.
I mean, you are still, it inspires you to hustle the hell out of Dodge, but you can't do anything about that yet. Jerax, what are you doing in the pain dimension?
Oh, I'm going to try and choke him out again.
Okay. He managed, because he broke your grip, he did like, get a breathe. So the
So that
choked,
resets.
correct.
Okay, but the damage is still done, right?
Yeah,
7
the
points.
the damage is done. He could probably take a few more of those before he's actually out. He's wearing Kevlar. He's at point blank range. So, and the two of you, his assault rifle is pretty useless here. Go ahead.
If I punch him, now I don't see a melee attack option.
The brawling skill.
Oh, and that rolls damage as well?
No, you will deal 2d6 damage with your cyber arms.
And that goes through Kevlar?
His armor will still help him. So
Oh.
armor will protect him against that, but it won't protect him against being choked. The problem with being choked is that you have to like get him in a grapple, and the two of you. Oh, by the way, you are on the 4th floor. Like you're gonna keep going up a
Okay.
floor every single time because you set it for the 7th floor, so you could yeet him off the building.
Oh, and I never said I was going to throw him off the building.
I sort of assumed you were going to throw him off the building. Like that was the
There was like
logical.
no other way you could have gone there.
He's going to sit him
Yeah.
down at the poker table and beat him.
I saw more of a dangle and info extraction.
Also an option. Also an option.
Mm.
Give him the old Gotham Knight treatment.
Yeah.
All right. So again, you're in the pain dimension. You have your gun at point blank range. In order to hit him at this range, you would need to roll a 13 or higher on handguns. You could make, or if you roll brawling, you're going to roll against his evasion to see if you hit him for 2d6, which the Kevlar will reduce, but it would ablate the armor. Actually, it might not. Let me see. Or you could get him back into the grapple, which is sort of an even fight, but is automatic damage, and if you win 3 times, he's choked out.
Can I deal damage to him on this turn if I grapple him?
No. If you grapple him, you have to wait till your next turn.
Damn. I am. We're gonna keep grappling.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep grappling him.
Makes
I
the
mean,
most sense.
you paid for 2 perfectly good cyber arms. What are you going to do? Not use them?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Roll a brawling check. Give yourself +2 on this. Oh, wait, no.
So that.
Why not? I'll verify that that's the actual rule later. He's going to roll evasion to try to dodge you.
So I rolled an 18.
Oh, I got a natural 10. I'm rolling again.
Roll a 1.
No, another nat 10.
They don't stack.
Wow.
They don't stack. Your attempt to grapple him, he just slaps you away. He's got his gun. He is ready to blow your brains out on his turn.
That's it? That's all I can do?
That's all. You use your action, and there's nowhere to move, my guy, unless you want to hit a button on the elevator. Like, those doors are shut.
Shit.
It's
okay.
hell in a cage.
All right.
You trapped yourself in there.
He's not locked in there with you. You're locked in there with him.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
You hear Royal swear across the way. Yeah. Shit.
Huh? Me?
And let's see, what's his range? He might just try to unload on your cover.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What happens if the cover breaks? Do the bullets continue going and hit me?
I do not believe that's how it works. I believe he can attack your cover or he can attack you.
Right.
I'll verify that later. I have to take a lot of notes. But I believe that's the case. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna use optimal. Is he at optimal range? Optimal range for an assault rifle is 26 to 50. Nice, wide.
Oh, 48. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. He's just gonna use his assault rifle. Daka. Yeah, absolutely a hit.
Oh, my lord.
And it shreds into concrete dust. Like, there's still pieces of it there, but enough of it is gone that it's no longer useful. You're spitting out concrete fragments at this point. As just boom, 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 boom.
Bro, is that 3 10s in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
So
did
you
come
go
out
random.
It's rigged for the game rat master. So
You do hit the full range.
What's that?
Oh, you said you did have one with 3 1s, so you're hitting the
That's
full
true.
range.
That's true. The highs and the lows. Oro, it is your turn. You've got cover. You could take a shot at the Militech goon, or you could make a break for it, but the door is not open.
So
It would also be helpful, though, for you to shoot the door, right? Because that is also like some form of cover that we're going to have to break down.
Can I shoot the door? Can I shoot the lock on the door?
The lock would be basically trying to go for a headshot, so you take -8 to hit it. And the door is in this square, so it's at 14. So you would need to get a 28 to hit the door.
Oh, okay.
Your face.
Like, you have to roll. Go ahead.
I have first aid kits. Right? Can I use one on myself?
Takes a minute to apply that to yourself. A round in Cyberpunk Red is 3 seconds.
Wow. Just do it.
Way to just
hold on,
rip
guys.
Hope for my life.
Hey guys, gotta heal real fast. You mind just waiting for a solid minute? Thank you.
I need healing.
Yeah. Oh god. Stupid Genjis. Okay, so I am. So his cover is destroyed here.
There is another one next to me.
Yeah. This one, they're sort of paired here, and
This
we can't
one,
see
right?
him. There's one right here. It's under the awning. We can't properly see it, but there is one right here. You can get into this square, which you could just kip up right there with 4 squares of movement. That would get you into cover.
Yeah. Okay. So I will take a shot at security guard guy again, and then hop into cover over here. Now, before I make that solid choice, though, I just wanted to double check on some stuff.
Good.
So this building is locked, and the door is next to Jim. Okay. And it is locked in what capacity? Is it locked like padded wooden doors, or like how is it locked? How's the door locked? I just wanted to know.
The door is locked. Did I say
Like a metal
earlier?
door?
Did I
He
say
said boarded up is the word.
boarded
up.
Yep, it's boarded up.
Okay, so all right.
So I'm
Right.
imagining like MDF just kind of all over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I shoot the security guard, and at that point, I will then hustle over to cover, at which I will look at Jim and tell Jim, oh my God, I fucking hate you. That is what I would say.
Roll handguns to take the shot at the Militech goon. 13, the shot goes wide. And move yourself into cover.
Do we track how many rounds are in the gun for this kind of thing as well? Is it that
We will
precise?
next time.
Oh lordy.
No.
So that is in there, but I didn't implement it yet. It is that precise. Okay. Jim Fingers, it's your turn. The door is boarded up, and it is all that stands between you and sweet, merciful, please don't kill me. Also, your cover is gone.
Yeah. So when you say boarded up, are we talking about just like wooden boards and that's it? They've just kind of been nailed in on one side.
Yep.
Okay. Then I am going to attempt to kick my way, like fireman kick my way through this, through the bottom slats of these planks.
Okay. What are we gonna call? Your brawling and your athletics are basically the same, so I'm just gonna have you make one of those two rolls your choice. Doesn't matter which.
Sure. Go with brawling. I'll brawl the door. A 12. Come on.
All right. You crack some of the wooden boards out of the way, but it is not done. You have movement. Could just drop down and go prone. It'll make it harder for them to hit you because otherwise you are a bit of a ways away from cover.
Can I share cover with Oro?
Get the fuck away from my cover. Okay? You got us into this situation, Jim. I'm not you stay over there.
Can I use him as not as a human shield, but can I get
cover?
behind him
Yes,
as cover?
yes, you can get behind Oro, the one who's badly injured.
Alex, if you think about it,
How about you get in front of me while I am behind you and the cover? How about that?
Sure.
Because
we
I'm
can
gonna
discuss
die.
this when we're both behind cover.
Then if I was in front of me.
If I was in a gunfight, I would be making little journeys, smacking this door, and if I didn't get in, you bet your ass I'm booking it out. I'm not just gonna stand in front of the door, kicking it repeatedly.
It'd be wonderful if you did make an attempt, you know.
So yeah, I'm gonna get with Oro. I'm not exactly sure
Put yourself
how
in the square behind him. Just put yourself in the square directly behind him, so that we don't have the fusion.
Or can he get in front of me and then he takes the hit first? You know what I mean? Like
there's cover there. The cover takes the hit. Don't worry about it, Oro. Life's too. What have you always been saying in these videos that you've been making? You're here for a good time, not for a long time. Well, you ain't here for much longer, baby.
Okay.
At least I know you watch my videos.
All right, let's backtrack a little bit. Did he hit that cover yet? No, your cover's fresh. Okay, so the security guard is just gonna, right here in the middle of the streets with a fully automatic rifle, just donga. He is at 26 meters, optimal range, and he's gonna fire just to waste that cover and get it out of there. Yep, he lights it up. Bullets impact all around you, little fragments, like you can feel the dust, the little bits and pieces of shrapnel cutting your skin. You've got some cuts, you've got some minor bleeding. Your cover went from 25 health to 8 to 7 health as he unloads on it. And Royal is up next. Meanwhile, in the apartment, Natalie is on the first floor, and she hears an unexpectedly sprightly old woman, hustling down the stairs with a shotgun coming towards her. If you hustle this round, you can get to the basement.
Okay, can I explain to you my plan here?
Yes, you can. Let's hear it.
Natalie is going to hustle absolutely to the basement. But when she gets to the basement, she's going to go around and flatten herself against the wall and prepare to judo chop
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
as soon as Gina comes out that door, because Gina has a shotgun. That's a close range thing. So if the butt passes her at all, she's picturing. You got to picture victory. Just the whole like, whatcha.
You're running through
Spoken
the
like a
whole.
person that knows karate very well.
Yeah.
I know that high language technical terms here, but
It's that supercut from the Sherlock Holmes movie where they replace every single, he's running through the fight in his head, but they replace every single word with discombobulate. So it's just watch around the corner, discombobulate. Exactly. Okay, here's how this is going to work. You get down in the basement, you press yourself against the wall. The lighting down here is terrible, so hopefully that'll work in your favor. As soon as she gets down there, you're going to roll stealth against her perception.
okay.
And if she doesn't see you, then it's Krav Maga time. She hustles behind you. Roll stealth.
Oh, she can't have that much health though. She's an old lady.
Here's,
Health.
So
Yeah, health
What
points.
about her perception? That's
I mean,
what's
she's got bad
important. She's got a
eyes.
shotgun.
now might be a good time to talk about luck.
I was gonna save it because I was gonna show off that I knew a mechanic. But thank you for the reminder because I totally would have spaced and died.
Well, it doesn't matter. She gets down there. She doesn't have time to shoot, but she spots you. And she goes, I'm sorry, sweetheart. It was either you lot or puddles. And she levels her shotgun. You are in concrete cover. You're hiding behind a pylon, and she does not have enough actions to attack you yet. But she knows where you are.
So do I have any chance for conversation or
Yeah.
persuasion or anything here?
On your turn, on your next turn, you will have a shot at that.
Excellent.
Okay, Jerax. Bing.
Yep.
5th floor.
I think
Going
it's hit the other guys go right first.
Yeah, it didn't sort properly. I have to remember to
Yeah.
resort every time we scan.
I don't know
through.
why I'm helping you here because
I appreciate your
means I
honesty.
might die.
It's a two-way street, and your reward for honesty is he's gonna shoot you in the face. He needs to roll a 13 or higher to hit you at point blank range.
Let's go.
15. The gun rings out for 11 points of damage. What's your armor value?
It is, I believe, 10.
If it's-
Yeah.
Then take 1 point of damage and reduce that down to 9.
You know, we're living.
We're living. You're not dying at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
need a fucking hour to heal. This is bullshit.
Venus'
All right.
turn. And now it's Jerax's turn. Jerax, what'll you do? You're on the 5th floor.
I'm just trying to think about what's the most efficient thing to do here. So, do I get a minus penalty if I go to shoot him?
No, actually, you're at optimal range for shooting. Like pistols, point blank range.
There's 2d6 to punch him, and 3d6 for pistols, and
Is your pistol 3 or 4d6?
it says 3.
Oh. Your pistol's rate of fire is 2 per turn.
Oh, so I can fire it twice.
Yeah, because you don't have a super heavy pistol. So his armor is, obviously his armor is going to take less damage because it's not going to have that heavy damage to pierce through it, but he's only wearing Kevlar, which is a value of 7. You can fire that pistol twice in here.
And doing melee attacks doesn't Kevlar negates it the exact same as it would normal
Correct.
shots.
Correct.
Okay.
You can also make 2 melee attacks, I should point out.
On top of
No.
shooting him?
You can either make the rate of fire on melee and the rate of fire on your pistol are both 2 per round.
Ah. Well, it just makes more sense to shoot him,
Okay.
I think. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Well, marksmanship, you need to get at least a 13.
Do I roll handgun?
Yes, handgun.
Handgun. Okay.
Get a good one.
How much did you say I needed?
A 13.
I'm using 2 luck points.
Okay, you now have 0 remaining luck. Roll
Is that
Oh,
3.
luck
the
isn't a
entire game?
reroll.
Correct. Luck is you spend it and it changes the amount of the roll by that much.
Oh.
And
But-
is it for the entire game?
Until
Or
next
is it-
next Tuesday your luck refreshes.
Wow.
Okay.
Roll damage. We're going to resolve this one hit at a time for reasons.
All right. Here's hit 1.
Okay. God, that didn't do a whole lot to him. His armor absorbs 7 points of it, inflicting 3 points of damage. But his armor is also ablated by 1. Roll your second handgun attack.
Ooh.
No, you have to hit.
That's the damage.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have to roll a hit?
Yep, you have to hit every shot.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Hug.
22 total is definitely a hit. So now this shot does 5 points of damage because his armor's ablated. He's pretty badly hurt. This guy he's getting down there. You might have the upper hand on him.
What does the crit do? Is that just nothing?
Nothing. So again, the way critical damage works is if your dice get 2 6s for damage, you roll on the critical damage table,
Ah,
which has, again, all sorts of fun results on it.
cool. All right.
Okay. That is it for you. So we are
That was
going to...
way more efficient than strangling him.
The nice thing about strangling is, like, if it succeeds and if you're really good at it, like if your stats were just really focused on that, then it can be an instant win against otherwise tough opponents.
Gotta go to the gym.
Exactly. Here's the other
What
thing.
does the gym do to cybernetic arms? What are you doing in the gym for those?
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
I suppose.
you gotta have the pectorals and the back all working in
Yep.
concert with the cybernet. It's why he can't lift a car, because his spine would still snap in half.
Ah, true.
So you gotta do. So you gotta work your
True.
ass. You gotta do squats. That's what you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Squats.
gotta get the titanium spine.
That's actually, yeah, that is the other. You
Idiots.
just get more cyberware.
Exercise.
All right. So Royal is going to. He sees what you're going for. He's just going to light up your cover and then start moving towards you.
Son of a bitch.
Ideal range. He makes his shot. He's really good at what he does. He
God, he is ridiculous, isn't he?
wastes it. That cover explodes and is gone, and he's gonna start walking towards you with the gun trained on you. You know, moving squad style.
Oh, we gotta break this wall, Oro. We gotta break this door down. We have to.
I can't. So is the door near? Do I have to move to get to the door?
Yes, the door is in this space right here. There is also an alley that goes this way.
Well,
where-
that would have been good to know.
I'm sorry,
What
that's you originally met.
You were in.
That's the alley you were in.
Yeah, but can we go this way?
You can. This walkway goes. Oh, I almost hijacked you. This walkway goes all the way here. There's cover here that hasn't exploded yet, and there's cover here that hasn't exploded yet.
We need to open this door, Oro.
But what if we get behind the alley? What if we go to the alley?
Then they murder us in an alley.
So you want
Hold on.
me? Let me understand here real fast. You want me, the guy with 15 HP who's about to die, to go and expose myself to then
hold
go
on.
and open this door?
Can't you open the door and then run back to the cover?
No, it's too far away, actually. Now that both of those pieces of cover have exploded, I would.
think the only way you win is if you break down the door.
I feel like that's true, yes. Unless Oro has a plan to fucking Mission Impossible his way from cover to cover and sprint down the alley whilst baiting me.
Question.
Yes.
Could I get to the door and use my slice and dice?
Ooh. What's your slice?
Oh, yes, you could, my friend. Yes, you could.
Ooh.
What is that?
I apparently have an ability called slice and dice because I have a thing in my fingernail.
Yeah, so his
And-
fingernail pops off and a monofilament hyper sharp wire comes out of it that can slice through stuff.
What the?
Yeah, so I'm going to use my fingernail to basically slice this door
However-
open.
If you do that, you're going to have to move yourself basically into the open. What's your move speed?
4.
4. The door's right here. You do not have the movement speed to go up there, slice it, and get in.
But I could drag you in. Wait, no, I couldn't because I still only have I would have to run, and so I couldn't grapple you. So actually, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, hold on another second real fast, because there's been a little confusion here.
Okay.
There are 3 pillars of cover that are in front of where, but do I have to physically have my character behind these pillars here?
Yeah.
So even if I am here, these pillars will not protect me.
Right, because here's the thing. Like, if I draw
Even
a
though
line here,
his line of sight is this pillar to where I would be for the door.
actually,
Well,
that would cover you from him, which is why he would probably move to, here,
and then shoot my ass.
and then light you up.
So no matter what, I can't open this door and then go back. And then because this jackass went to my cover and destroyed my cover, we have no options.
So roll. Why don't you give me a local expert roll, real quick?
I mean, we could just blast the door
Let me
from
give you the
cover.
local expert.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Critical failure. Now you don't know shit. Anyways, carry on.
We could shoot the door open from cover.
How many
No.
local
we could
experts
move.
does it take to open a door?
We could move, for example, to this cover. Oh, well, actually, that's 5 squares away, so we couldn't quite do that. But we could move, for example, to to this cover that's to the left of us, shoot the door until it breaks, and then sprint inside.
Yeah, that's
And that way, if we fail to open the door, we can still bail down the alley.
all right. It's a plan.
Then at least you have options.
Hell, it's all we got.
Yeah, dude. It's because some asshole had to leave me out in the open instead of trying to provide cover fire so that now, because I'm about to die. This is your fault. You're the one who did this. Never forget it. I can't wait for that next video. Anyway, so I am going to, from this position, shoot at. Well, I'm actually going to move and get closer, because here is 13 squares, right? And then from here it's 12.
That
So
does
I'm gonna
move you. Yeah, that does change your target number a lot.
Are you shooting at the goon instead of the door?
Shit. I was kind of hoping you would shoot at the door, because we kind of need one of these guys to die.
We can do that when we're inside.
All right. I will stand
This
here.
This long
I will
conversation
shoot the door.
whilst we're getting machine gunned down.
I will shoot the door, and you know what? Listen here, okay? I'm about to die, so I'm gonna go ahead and do everything I can to help. So, and just so you know, I have a great video for when I die. It'll upload the second I die. It's gonna be so lit, dude. Everyone's exposed. Anyway,
Where is that video?
it's on the internet, son of a bitch.
So
It won't-
like it's already on the internet and it's marked as private.
Yes.
Okay. And how is it set up to detect that you're dead?
When my heart stops beating.
Okay.
Because I got a little sensor in my heart.
Okay. That's canon.
It's canon. It's canon.
That's
Because
canon now.
me mama wanted to know when I was going to live or when I was going to die. So I put the thing in my heart. Anyway. All right.
It's kind of morbid.
Well, I'm about to die, so y'all can go fuck off. So I'm gonna shoot the doorway. I'm gonna shoot the doorway with my heavy pistol.
You only need a 13 to hit it.
Handgun, right?
Don't mess this up.
Roll handgun.
Don't mess this up.
Please work.
Nice.
Slam.
You hit every shot so far.
Roll the damage on the
The pistol. Oh,
19.
Ooh.
Bro, that was
Ooh.
3 sixes.
Boom. The
Wait, is
door-
that a critical hit?
Is that crits?
That is a critical hit. There are no critical hit tables that apply to doors.
Okay,
the-
makes sense.
The door is now open.
I run to the door. I haven't used a move. I run to the door.
Okay, you just barely have enough movement to get inside and on the other side of that metal wall. Go ahead and just move yourself somewhere into the structure. I don't have an internal map of the structure, but just go ahead and move yourself in.
Do I have an hour now to heal myself?
It's a minute. 1 minute.
No, it's a minute, and which means that's 20 rounds. So politely ask the guys outside with assault rifles if they can chill for a moment and take a timeout before they come in there.
20 rounds.
Hey guys, you want to chill out for a bit? Okay, I'm in the door. I went in.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you are inside. You are inside. The inside is a good place to be. It is a better place to be than outside. Mr. Fingers, it's your turn.
Jim's gonna run inside and try and collect as he goes some of the bits of the door, and kind of drag them in with him because I'm aiming to try and block the door back up again.
Okay. So move yourself inside and you can start barricading it on your next turn.
This isn't Fortnite. Like, what are you gonna do? Just build?
I mean, what I'm intending to do is like find whether there's any cabinets or anything inside, and I'm going to be trying to drag them towards, just build some kind
Barricade
of
the door.
barricade. Because it's a deserted building. It's probably
Yeah.
still got some kind of furniture inside.
Yeah, it used to be a factory of some kind. Like, look at all those pipes and stuff. So there's going to be some heavy metal stuff in there. It'd be a nice place to have cybernetic arms, but we take what we can get. Okay, you are now behind metal cover. It's not thick metal cover just yet, but you are behind metal cover.
My aim here as well is that I'm like keeping close to the door itself, so that if they would have to come, right up to the door to be able to see me, because I'm really on like that tight angle.
All right, the Militech goon is going to move up to this cover right here. He just hustles across and then kneels down, gets into position to, secure the door. Okay. Meanwhile, in the parking garage.
I like that we split up
saved
into
us, though.
3 different groups now.
Well, again, the traitors wanted you to split up. Splitting up was Royal's idea. The whole point of this was to screw you guys over.
Mm-hmm.
And make it possible for them to kill you. Speaking of killing you, the guy in the elevator is just going to keep shooting at you.
Yeah, I mean, again, he can try, but I've done some damage to him.
You got a 14 that is good enough for a hit at point blank range.
Does he get negatives to it if he's injured?
Not yet. He's not seriously wounded yet.
Ah.
He does 16 points of damage. How much armor do you have left?
I have 9.
Okay, you take 7 points of damage. Are you below half health?
I am not.
Okay, so at below half health is when you're seriously wounded, and at seriously
Gotcha.
wounded, you take -2 on everything.
Okay.
So he lights you up with a pistol. 6th floor, going up, and that's all he can do. It's just like the two of you.
Blasting.
Mm-hmm. And Natalie, it's your turn. She's down there. She knows where you are, but you have a large concrete pylon between the two of you. If you don't move, she can get around it and shoot at you with no cover. If you do move, you could take new cover.
Okay.
You can also talk.
We're gonna have a little talk, Gina. Gina, you don't have to shoot me, Gina. I want to keep Puddles safe too. I want to keep everybody in this building safe, and I swear to you, Gina, I just need you to not shoot me right now. Business, because it is one of my highest stats, and I would say, Gina, I will give you my keys. We will go upstairs, and together we will get Puddles, and I will give you my car keys, and you can take my car, and you can take them to safety. Just give me the shotgun, and I'll give you the keys, and we can go save the pets.
I don't think you can sell this as a business move right now.
Oh, it's a trade.
Damn it.
Like, if you had some other argument, then maybe, but right now I'm not hearing business. What else you got?
This is a very valuable car. It's a company vehicle, and you can take it through checkpoints. So not only can you transport your pets away from this building, Genie, you can take them outside of city lines. You can get them out of Red Sky City. You can start a new life. There's some money. There's some money in the spare tire box. There's not.
Because you have no money.
Please, Gina, just
All
give me the gun. I'll give you the keys.
We're gonna call that persuasion.
Okay.
You tried, Rach. You tried.
Hold on. Persuasion's a 2. What about conversation?
So conversation, like you're right now. So this is a good opportunity. I'm not going to screw you over for this. This is a good opportunity for us to talk about the different skills, right? Conversation is basically working someone for information, striking up a conversation, but not being like, look, I'm going to get straight to the point. We got to do this hardcore interrogation or pleading or whatever. Conversation is just, hey, go down to the bar, talk a little bit, realize something might be going on back at home that he's not talking about. Oh, business doesn't sound so good. Striking up a conversation and eliciting details from that. Persuasion, go ahead.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy would be if there was any sort of, you had to file any sort of red tape. Like if you were in a corporate office not getting fragged right now and you had to make your way in, you would know that you could tell, oh, you didn't file the TPS report properly in triplicate with a red pen, which means that technically this order is invalid, which I'm sorry, it allows you to outmaneuver people in the business world. This is a basement with a shotgun. What else you got? Bribery would apply, like if you had the bribery skill.
I do not. Nope. I've got
Sorry, go ahead. I keep cutting you off.
No. I want to hear what you have to say.
One thing conversation could legally be used for is just to keep her talking. But you'd have to strike up a conversation and get her talking without leading the conversation to an endpoint just yet.
Yeah. I'm actually going to keep the pillar between me and her and see how my persuasion goes.
Okay, heart of the cards. Roll it.
Listen, I'm very persuasive. Gina, you've known me for a long time. You watered my virtual plants. What? And a question here. Do I have to apply luck before you react with how you're going to kill me?
I don't know if that's the rule just yet. I don't know if luck works that way. Let me see if I can pull that up. Luck. Statistics. Luck.
So you're trying to figure out if your luck, you apply luck after you find out whether or not you're going to get killed?
Here's how I'm going to rule this at the moment. If I start responding, the roll stands. So I'm going to have you make your decision now before we continue.
Got it. So should we declare luck before we roll even, so you know not to...
For this one. Like, if you're just shooting and you say, oh, I already know it's, point blank range with a pistol, I know it needs to be a 13, that's okay. Like, you don't have to declare that because that's an obvious fact. This is a very nebulous situation. And in this situation, I'm going to have you spend luck before I declare success.
And one last question about the luck mechanic. Does this refresh every time we play or every time we get a full rest?
Every time we play.
Okay. Well, I have 5 luck, and it is 8:53, so we are going to slap all in there. I have a 19 now.
Okay. You can hear, as you're leaning around the corner, listening in, there's nowhere I could run, Natalie. There's nowhere I can go. It's not, they know too much. They know what I did. They know how I got those animals. If they tell the wrong people, if Biotechnica finds out about this, there's nowhere on Earth that I'll be safe.
Fuck Biotechnica, Gina.
Yeah, but that doesn't really help my situation here, you understand? I agree.
Biotechnica isn't everywhere, Gina. You can take my car, you can take my past, and you can get beyond their reach.
I have to get out of the Pacific Northwest entirely.
The tank is full. I always keep it full. I'm a freak like that. Jingle my keys.
I keep the gun. I don't want to shoot anybody. You know how long it's been since I shot anybody? God.
Gina, you don't.
I don't, but I keep the gun.
We might need to shoot somebody if we go back for puddles. So give me the gun and I'll cover you.
Natalie, how much firearms training have you had at Continental Brands?
It's part of the onboarding, and every 6 months I train. I'm not the best shot, but it's a shotgun. Anyone can shoot a shotgun.
Okay, I keep the gun. Oh, come on, let's go rescue Jerax. Ah!
Oh, well, Jerax, I was going to
Wait.
say puddles, but let's go! I don't even have to lie to you when I hit 7 on the floor in the elevator thing.
Okay, the two of you go in, and you're gonna start catching up.
Okay, there's no second elevator, right? We got to take the stairs up.
No, there are 2 elevators.
Oh, okay.
So you can hop in one, and you can start climbing up. Okay, she gets in. She looks super embarrassed, but also there's an edge to her. Like, it's something she's kept concealed for a very long time. She has a little cyberware installed in her hand that's wrapped around the shotgun, you also notice. And some scars that a nice little old lady making organic vegan brownies shouldn't probably have. And finally, it's Jerax's turn.
Oh, you little shit. I'm saying that to the security guard, not you, Joe, just to be clear. Although I suppose by some extension you are the security guard, so I'm shooting at him again.
Okay. Roll a handgun check.
17.
Roll for damage. The gun goes off. There are bullet holes all over the elevator. The panel is... Wow.
Wow, it doesn't get
That's
much worse than
phenomenal.
that, does it?
Pseudo
phenomenal.
RNG.
Oh, my 2 for local wasn't great either. So you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Does that
Okay.
do anything to him?
No, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't even pierce his armor. It doesn't ablate it at all. Try again.
13.
13 is a hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that was almost
So
a
close to a
crit.
crit.
It wasn't quite a crit, but it was almost a crit.
16 though.
Yeah. Blam! He staggers, bleeding and starting to go into shock as he's grievously injured. He is on the brink as the elevator rises up to the 9th floor. Help is on its way to the 2 of you. If you can secure this guy, assuming that you don't decide to kill Gina for her treachery or whatever, your side of the group is going to be okay. Let's catch up with the streets.
Yeah, these guys are not okay.
Okay. Royal hustles. He just spends his whole turn running, and he takes cover behind this pylon. The 2 of them have their guns trained on the building as they're moving in, covering each other. Oro, it is your turn. This is a huge industrial building. It's like a maze, practically. What do you want to do?
Where's the room that we're in right now?
You're basically, again, I don't have an internal map of this place, but you're just inside. You have not gone far at all. You're leaning up against the outside wall of the structure.
Are there any potential light switches or anything nearby, like anything that we could maybe just get some vision? Because it's dark, right?
Yeah.
I'm understanding it's dark.
It's dark. I guarantee you the power is out to this place. Like, there's definitely no power around here. However, the one thing you've got is a very, very nice phone. And even though the internet is down, that thing's LED flashlight is decent.
All right. Well, now he is boarding up. Did he board up the door?
He hasn't had a chance yet, but he's
I
about
haven't
to
had
go.
it done yet.
There is another option. You could flee into the inner workings of this old factory and try to hide and lose them in... Again, it's a old, broken down maze of machinery. You could try to lose them in here.
Yeah.
Presumably there are also windows or another door on the side that is opposite to our apartment building as well, right?
Yeah.
So we can make a run for it at some point.
Yeah. All right. So, here's what I'll do. First, I will talk to Jim. Jim, here's the deal. We're screwed. I'm not feeling too hot. We have to get out of here. You understand that, right? So
Agreed.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if I could find something. It's find like any kind of exit or something, because I don't even know what this place is right now. I have no idea where I am.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone going to be around the other side. If you find a way out or anywhere that's near to our apartment, just make a run for it, mate. I'm gonna watch this front entrance just to make sure they don't follow us immediately, and then I'll join you.
Okay. Question for the game master.
Fire away.
Phones work right now. We can talk to each other. He can't call me.
You have no internet. Your cell service
So
is down.
even okay. So cell service is down as well. So everything's down. Copy that. All right.
Yeah, because
Cool.
a communications company is trying to take your house, so the communications company turned off everything.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. That was a dumb question. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's valid.
But before I go though, Jim, I just want you to know something. I'm not gonna forget the fact you left me in the middle of the street and got shot in the face. Okay.
Well, you're about to
Well-
leave me in a building to hold off 2 people with assault rifles, so I think we might be even at the end of this.
Brent's pretty good too. All right, so I'm gonna bolt out and try and see if I can find a doorway, an exit.
Okay. What skill should we have you use? Yes, we could do perception. Perception seems like the most reasonable. Yeah, it's either perception or it's knowledge of Night City. So I'm gonna say we're gonna make this a perception roll. Go ahead and roll perception.
Or how about streetwise?
Streetwise, okay, I will allow you to roll this insofar as it represents conversations you've had with locals who are on the streets and know the area. Maybe someone pulled up here before.
And what would a perception roll do then?
Perception.
In that case?
So basically, streetwise will be, oh, I've talked to people and I know a way out. Perception will be, I'm going to find a way out. So you definitely have a better, yeah, you definitely have a better chance of streetwise. Go ahead and roll that.
All right.
Oh my lord. You are
anything?
You gotta spend
I don't
less
know
time
Night
thinking.
City. I don't know the streets. Who am I?
You're panicking right now. You're panicking. It happens to us all, Oro. Just keep it together. Just go and find that way out.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna find a way out. But that's it. That's
You
all
sort
I
of
got.
wander around frenetically.
That
Jim,
sounds
what
like
do you
my
got?
life, so.
What have I got? I decided that boarding up the front door isn't actually a great idea because I kind of would like them to walk in through the door because I just blam them in the head. So instead, I'm going to try and scout out the room that we're in whilst maintaining a look on the door to see whether there are any small windows, ventilation, little ports, doors as well that lead out to the street on the east as we're looking at this situation. Preferably as far back as well as possible so that they wouldn't be able to tell that we were there. Rather, they wouldn't be able to see that we were leaving via it. And I'm just attempting to scan the area. I'm not really going to move too much, but I'm going to try and scan it with my eye, which has low light vision and image enhancement on visual searches.
Okay. Do perception +2.
18.
Yeah, there's a door across the way, but there's so much old, like bundled up machinery and stuff in this room that there's a lot of cover, and it would be pretty easy for you to juke out of there.
Okay, so where's the door? The door is on the east side, but you said there's a bunch of shit in the way.
Right. Cover. Stuff that hides your passage.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And that's a door that exits the building, not just this room. Okay. Is the door boarded up?
It is. But from the inside, it'd be a lot easier to open.
Okay, but we might make quite a bit of noise doing it. So I'm gonna whisper, or not whisper, but I'm gonna kind of hiss over to Oro. Oh, Oro, stop rifling your memories for some way out of here. You don't. None of your fans live in buildings like this. You're preaching to what do they call it? You're preaching champagne socialism.
God. Dude, you just don't get it. Like, I'm supposed to know these things, and I just don't know what the.
Shut the fuck up. There's a door right there. There's a door right there. Just go. Listen, take out your little thing, your little weird freaky wire in your finger and chop through it silently. I'll hold this door. You piss off.
You want me to do it silently? I just wanted to double check.
Silently.
I'm just fucking with you. All right, fine. All right, I'll go.
Okay. The Militech Goon gets to go first. He's the lucky winner. He spends his entire turn hustling across. He's outside, up against one side of the door. They're getting ready to flank the door.
Oh.
And because we're near the end of the night, I'm just going to go ahead and have Royal move up to here as well, and then we're going to resolve the scene across the way. Royal takes the other side, and Oro, with your cybernetic ear, you can hear him. Okay, 3, 2, counting down to the next round when they're going to bust in, or at the end of this round when the Militech Goon is going to bust in the door. Oro, what do you want to do?
Okay. Fuck. How far is the door for me?
You would have to hustle your entire round to get to it.
And there's cover too.
There is a lot of cover.
Shit. If I get to the door, will they see me at the door?
There's cover nearby. You can take cover right next to it. So you can be hidden there, out of sight.
That's what I will do.
Okay.
First up, though, I will communicate to Jim. Jim, I don't know what they're doing, but I literally just heard them say like that they're about to bust in here. I'm gonna head to the door. I'm gonna slice it up, but get into cover, please.
See, now he cares for me. Now he cares for me.
Well,
I knew he was a good guy at heart.
If I'm being honest with you, I care about you mostly because you're going to be the meat shield upon which I get away. So I will bolt to the door, or I will bolt to the door and get the cover next to the door, and that's where I will be for my turn.
Right. In cover next to a large piece of metal machinery. It's not like an engine block, so it's not just solid metal the entire way, but it's pretty damn good cover. Jim, they're going to kick down that door. They're going to come through that door behind you in a moment. What are you going to do?
I am going to wait until Oro has... Am I? Oh, what do we do here? It's a dark building. I'm going to go for some cover. I'm going to hide behind some machinery that's within sprinting distance of the door. And has a good sight line onto the door itself. And my aim is to use the fact that I'm in a dark room and they're like going to be a silhouette when they step in through this door. I'm going to be able to see them very clearly. So I'm going to use that advantage. I want to stay somewhere within like 12 meters of the door if possible, so that I'm still in prime shooting territory.
Yeah, that's very doable. You're sort of caught halfway between the two. A silhouette steps into the darkness. As he sweeps... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just getting ready to go blam, blam, blam. But then I have to wait for my action.
And as he does so, the private security guard has his own cyber optics that gleam red as he peers through the darkness of the corridor, searching for you. Jim, are you hiding or are you just taking cover?
Yeah, I'm attempting to hide. I mean, I would have been like poking my head just above it because I'm trying to spot them as they come in for me to take a shot.
Okay. He looks around. Roll stealth.
Okay. 15.
Joe's just thinking of all the ways to fuck us over.
He doesn't see you.
Oh.
As he scans the room, but he takes some cover on the other side. Meanwhile, in the apartment...
Oh, God.
Natalie, the two of you rapidly rise up, 1 floor at a time, 3 seconds at a time. So we're going to give... It's going to take you a little bit to get to the top floor. Unless you want to have a conversation with Gina on the way up, like a 12-second conversation or whatnot. We're going to let Jerax and the security guard go a couple of rounds. Do you have anything you want to say to her or anything?
I think if we're gonna resolve what happens when the elevator lands, I can hold off till
Okay.
next time.
All right. The guard. Let's say guard. He's panicking, but he's pretty sure you're gonna kill him. You're still in the elevator as it's going up. He's just gonna keep shooting. He thought about surrendering for a moment, but he's just gonna go for the shot.
You idiot.
He hits ya. He clips you hard. What's your armor at?
My armor is at 9.
9. You take 6 points of damage.
My armor goes down 1?
Yep, your armor goes down 1. If it reaches 0, it's destroyed and you have to buy new armor.
Okay.
The doors open over the roof. 7th floor. Actually, does the elevator go up to the roof? No, the elevator only goes up to floor 7. So there's a staircase up to the rest of it. No, you know, I think it's more dramatic if the elevator goes up to the roof. Yeah, if the elevator goes to the roof, that's better. The elevator doors open, and you can see the lights of Red Sky City with some shadows of the dead buildings in the way.
Is he bleeding out?
He's not bleeding out, but he is grievously injured.
If I wanted to like kick away his weapon and drag him to the edge of the rooftop, would I be able to? Does he have like strength in him left?
He has a -2 because he's grievously injured. You would have the upper hand, but it wouldn't be immediate. It wouldn't be automatic.
Huh. Kind of wanted to do some intimidation, you know, get some information out of him.
You still can. Still can. He was the only reason he still fired is because the elevator didn't get there until your move. So it's up to you if you want to try to disarm him and drag him over and ankle him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, roll athletics.
17.
You get him in the grapple and you start dragging him towards. Roll another one to take away his gun.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The gun is out of his hands. The gun is wherever you want the gun to be.
Wow.
Okay, the gun is you know at the back behind my trousers, behind my yeah.
You've got him like by the neck. You slap the gun out of his hand, stuff it in there. You keep dragging him over to the edge. With your third action, meanwhile, Gina, 4th floor. What do you do? Oh, he's
Let's
gonna. Sorry, I was just narrating quick and passing it over. But if you have an action you like to take in the elevator, so know any good jokes?
Gina and I are talking through all this, and basically the whole motivation of my conversation is to calm her down, assure her that we're on her side, and just get her to drop her guard as much as possible.
Okay.
And, any details I could pull out of her in this 12-second conversation.
Roll conversation.
Let's do it up.
Empathy skill, which you're quite good at. 17. Okay. So you're beginning to get the impression that in her past life, Gina was an eco-terrorist.
God, Gina's so cool.
She did a little bit on the high seas with oil tankers, but mostly she was working like the wildlife and the wildlands and the forests and stuff, which has almost all been sold to Biotechnica. And so she's got a long history against them. She stole live specimens, non-cloned animals from their labs, and eventually went into hiding. And that's why WorldSat was able to put the leverage on her. And that's why she's packing a shotgun and she knows how to use it.
Well, as a member of corporate for a long time, I had low empathy for people like her, but meeting Gina, seeing the sincerity and the intensity of her emotions, I'm really inspired by her. And I see her hand like shaking on the shotgun. I'm just going to slide my hand down there and not try and take it from her, but just going to hold her hand. Just reassured. Yeah. We're close like that now. Anyway.
Awesome.
We're just homies.
Meanwhile, on the roof, what'll it be, Jerax?
Dragging him over. Does he look like a young kid?
Probably early 20s.
Early 20s? Okay, I'm gonna drag him over. I'm like, what's your name, kid?
Private Security Goon number 33, sir! No. His name is Xavier.
Listen, Xavier, you don't want to die, do you? Who hired you?
Standard Militech contract. Not supposed to.
Is it worth your life? I'm gonna like hoist him over the edge.
All right. Just
Do you have to roll to hold on to him?
Yeah.
I mean-
roll athletics
Bro.
with +2.
You have to
17.
hold his whole body
19.
weight.
Yeah.
19.
It's WorldSat contract.
Yeah, I already know that. You got any more information?
Somebody really wants this property. Look, I don't ask, okay? We don't ask. That's our whole business model. We're not supposed to ask. We just show up with the guns. I will say I'm a ham radio operator in my spare time, and this is not an optimal location for a relay tower, but that's just me. Look, I'm not a professional.
Yeah. Okay, Xavier. Now, you're lucky that I'm a surgeon and I don't kill people. I actually save them. So, listen, patch yourself up, and I'm going to chuck a med kit to him. I'm still going to take his guns away. Have I taken all of his guns away?
Yeah, you can take the assault rifle. You've got the heavy pistol that he had.
Yeah.
That's all he had.
Are there any explosives planned around here? How do you plan on removing this place?
After the building was cleared, the demo team was supposed to come in.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, they're not coming back.
Who, the demo team?
Yeah. If the building isn't cleared, Militech is cutting its losses.
Huh. If the demo team doesn't come back. What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Out of character. I'm not going to say this to the kid. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Sorry,
What? Yeah, what does this mean?
He's part of a team that is supposed to kill the owner of the building and the most
Yeah.
competent people who can defend it. But if that doesn't work, Militech isn't sending any more goons because this place is more trouble than it's worth. So if you repel this attack, you'll be safe for the time being.
How many more of them are you?
Just 1 and 2 inside operators.
2 inside operators. Okay. All right, well, get going, Xavier.
Okay.
All right, well, don't need to know who they are.
The elevator door opens,
Are
and
you serious?
Gina and Natalie appear, and Gina has her shotgun, and she sees the security guard running towards the door, and she just brings it up on him. Natalie, what do you do?
I mean, we were holding hands, and one of those hands was holding the shotgun. So I as it goes up, I'm like, whoa! And then I see it pointed at the bad guy, and I'm like, Jax, move.
Good. That's drama. That's drama.
Yeah, I
Get it
mean,
on
And
TNT.
that wasn't in slow motion. She just made
Just
that.
did that. She just
made that
noise.
Gina like looks over at me and looks back. Like,
where's his rifle?
His assault rifle?
Yeah.
It would have been in the elevator.
So it's still in the elevator.
Wait
But-
a second.
Gina's leveling the shotgun at Xavier.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't kill people, but I don't care if other people do.
Okay. Natalie, I wasn't able to tell from your slow-mo. Are you just telling Jax to get out of the way and letting go of her hand?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's a huge kick. The shotgun does 19 points of damage.
Ooh. God, Gina's so cool.
Xavier goes down immediately and is just gushing blood, but not dead.
I immediately turn to Gina and I go, "Are you okay, Gina?" Because there was a lot of kickback from the shotgun.
She doesn't seem to have minded. All right.
Yeah, dude, she's so cool.
We gotta wrap this up, so we're gonna cut back one last time to the streets,
Oh god.
and we'll pick up the after effects later. Royal comes in after Militech clears the initial building, and he's gonna scan. He takes cover behind some other machinery, so basically everyone's in cover right now. and he is going to scan the area. He also has some cyber optics, but he can't seem to see in the dark. Doesn't seem to be part of his kit. He swears under his breath. Roll a new stealth check, both of Oro and Jim. Against a 4. Oh my god.
How'd I roll a 0?
No, that wasn't much better.
Okay.
Oh my
Well, I
lord.
mean, it's better than a 0.
Yep.
So Jim basically just gets up and says, hello!
Okay. He's gonna unload. The machine gun, the assault rifle roars and it blasts through your cover, which you were in.
Oh my lord.
You were in cover. We covered that. And what are we gonna call that? Thin steel cover. There's sparks as it just. Your cover's holding, but it's almost down. Oro, it's your turn. You're in position. You want to slice the door and make a run for it?
Yes, that is the game plan.
Okay. The monofilament wire cuts through like nobody's business. The door is open. You can move through into the street. Because they're still in the building, that's going to give you a head start. So you can move up to here or here.
How far is Jim from me? Will Jim be able to clear it or fuck?
Yeah,
Jim
I'll be able to sprint.
Yeah, he's going to full action run. So he'll be able to catch up to you. So you can move up to
All
here.
Right. We're moving.
All right, go ahead and haul ass.
All right.
Jim, it's your turn.
Does Jim know that I opened the door?
Yeah, he would be aware.
Okay.
Yeah. I see sunlight. I run for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow Oro.
You can hustle all the way to here if you want.
And then what are we looking at there? We're looking at another. What is it? It's 8 squares at a time. Is that what I can move?
Yeah, you can move 8. He can move 10.
Okay. So I'm looking at another 2 turns for me to be able to get back in there. So they're still going to be able to unload on me as I'm running away.
So they're gonna have
But
to
we got to go for it.
All right, run for it.
Okay, we go for it.
Militech,
We're out.
he didn't see you. But when you make a break for it, he sees you. He is going to... What's his move speed? 4. He's going to use his turn to run to here. And he doesn't get to move, so he just levels his assault rifle because he knows you're going to make a run for it, and he's just waiting for you to get into optimal range. Royal is going to kick out back the way he came and move up to this corner right here.
Shit.
Oh my god.
I thought there would be NPCs and just go inside.
Maybe we should kill the goon.
But he can't fire in this turn. Neither of them can fire in this turn, so you've bought yourself a little time.
And he's right next to us.
Yeah, he's right next to you. If you shoot him...
Very good pistol range.
If you shoot him, you will be able to move 5. So that will cost you... You'll basically get fired at several more times.
I'm going to shoot his ass.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot and then move.
All right. You want to aim for the head? If you aim for the head, it's a 21 to hit instead of an 8, but you will do double damage. You need a 13 to hit normally, a 21 if you aim for the head.
Oh. How much health does he have? Do I know this?
No, you do not, but he is not seriously wounded yet. He's barely been scratched.
You know what? Oh, man. I'm going to go for the head.
Okay.
You're going to go for the head?
Roll a handgun check.
Oh.
Yeah, 21.
No!
Wow. Wouldn't have even hit him anyway. Doesn't make any difference.
I was going to use luck if I got close. No.
Well, time to run. This is as far as you can get.
Oh, God. Shoot him.
It's a 15 to hit. 15 to hit.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. Aim for the head, 23, or body,
Well,
15.
actually, what I'm gonna do is, when I see Oro shoot at him, I'm actually gonna move towards him
Okay.
and shoot at him because I've also seen the thingy get an angle. But if I get close enough, then he doesn't actually have an angle on me. So I'm gonna go towards the grunt.
Okay, you were here. You move forward 4 meters, and now you're at point blank. Are you gonna shoot?
Actually,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna move a little further forward because then I am actually out of line of sight. Like
Nice.
the corner is blocking it.
Aim for the head, 21, or the body, 13.
The body 13.
Roll it.
We don't roll 20. I'm not even sure it's mathematically possible for me to roll a 21. 16.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Um.
This is a heavy pistol, very heavy pistol, right? 4d6.
Yep.
All right, roll it.
13.
Okay,
Pretty poor.
it's a hit. It ablates his armor, but he still had pretty good armor, so that is 7 points of damage. All right. His turn.
God, what did we get ourselves into here, Oro?
Fuck, dude. We should have baited him inside. We should have baited him inside.
Just make a run for it, mate. Make a run for it. I'll die for us.
No,
for the
no,
cause.
that's not an option. That's not an option.
He jumps back inside the building and takes a pot shot with his pistol. You take 9 damage. How much armor
I've
do you
got
have?
11 armor.
It glances off your armor jacket. You're fine. Royal's turn. He doesn't have an angle on you, but he has an angle on the streamer.
No!
Oh no. Oro
I'm
dies for
gonna
the cause.
I'm gonna die.
It's at 20 meters out. Not quite optimal range. He looks down the sights with his smart gun and his cyber optic eye. He takes the shot. The assault rifle kicks off.
Oh. Well, it definitely hits.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're down.
Well, you know, I don't know whether you're even down, are you? Because the 11, don't you have a bunch of it soaked up by armor?
He doesn't have the best armor. What's your armor at right now?
5.
5. So you are exactly at 0 health.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Tragic.
0 HP.
Yeah. And click the death saves button.
Oh my lord. Poor Oro's gonna die in our first one.
You're alive. You're bleeding in the streets. And we'll see everybody next time.
Oh.
In a couple of rounds, the rest of the squad will be able to assist.
Assault rifle fire from the roof.
That is
I'm
an
gonna have to
option.
grab that assault rifle with 0 training.
It means
Let
you-
Gina do it.
She's a crack shot.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll see. Yeah. So what's gonna happen is next time that we play, we're gonna pick
All
up.
right, make sure are you still live? It
Yeah,
still says you're live.
We are still live.
Okay, cool.
What's gonna happen, everyone? Next time we play, we're gonna pick up right here in initiative order, but everyone's gonna be in the scene. So we'll see if the building crew can lay down supportive fire from above. We'll see if we can get Aura to safety. We'll see if he lives or dies. We'll see if the surgeon can get down to him. Well, his life hangs in the balance. We'll see everybody next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.